3 p.m. You're exhausted, you can't focus, and somehow you're already thinking about something sweet.
And then almost immediately, you feel guilty for wanting it.
Right. That cycle, the crash, the craving, the guilt.
Most people think the answer is simple. Eat fewer carbs.
But maybe that's the wrong question.
What if you could eat the same foods and simply stop crashing afterward?
And that's really the idea behind glucose revolution.
Not restriction.
Stability.
And once you understand how your body actually handles sugar, the whole conversation changes.
Because this isn't really about dieting.
It's about making the system less chaotic. A lot of people hear blood sugar and immediately think, okay, so I just need more discipline.
Right. Like it's a self-control issue.
But that's usually too simple.
Because in many cases, your body is not failing you. It's reacting to what's happening inside it.
A spike,
Then a drop.
then another wave of stress.
And when that drop hits, your brain does not calmly say, "Interesting, I should reflect on my habits."
No, it reads it like an emergency.
That's when the hunger gets louder.
The cravings get sharper.
The mood drops.
The energy disappears.
And suddenly, you want something fast.
Which is why the "I have no willpower" story usually misses the point.
Because what looks like a discipline problem is often a physiology problem in disguise.
Exactly. Your body may not be asking for more self-judgment.
It's just asking for more stability.
But here's what we have to realize. That daily roller coaster isn't just exhausting in the moment.
Right. The short-term crash is only the surface level.
Exactly. Because if your system is dealing with these massive swings day after day, year after year, that temporary exhaustion starts to turn into permanent biological wear and tear.
It moves from a temporary mood swing to a long-term structural issue.
Exactly. And that brings us to a process called glycation.
Which sounds incredibly technical, but it's actually a pretty simple concept.
Think of it like internal caramelization, or like biological rust.
Oof, rust is a tough visual.
But it's accurate. Glycation is essentially what happens when excess sugar floats around your bloodstream and randomly bonds with proteins in the body.
And once they bond, they create these stiff, damaged compounds called AGEs.
Which is a strangely perfect acronym. It stands for Advanced Glycation End Products.
And they literally do what they sound like. They age you from the inside out.
Right. They cross-link with collagen, which affects things like skin elasticity. But they also impact your arteries, your joints, and even the lenses of your eyes.
Again, this doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, cumulative process.
Which completely reframes the conversation. This isn't just about weight, and it's definitely not about fitting into a certain pant size.
No, it's about how your tissues hold up over time. It's an aging conversation.
But to truly manage this, you have to actually see it. And that leads to a massive blind spot in the modern wellness world. Now here's the part a lot of people miss. A continuous glucose monitor only measures glucose.
Not everything else.
Exactly. It does not detect fructose.
At all.
And that's important because fructose is everywhere.
Fruit juice, honey,
Agave, sweetened drinks.
a lot of processed foods too.
So someone can look at their CGM and think, great, my glucose looks flat.
Meanwhile, another layer of sugar stress is completely invisible.
That doesn't make CGMs useless.
No, not at all.
It just means they're a tool, not the full picture.
And this is where the book gets really useful.
You mean the idea that how you eat matters as much as what you eat?
Exactly. Maybe even more.
Take orange juice, for example.
Most people think of it as healthy.
Vitamins, natural, all of that.
But if you drink it on an empty stomach, the response can be very different.
Then if you drink it after a meal,
Right. Same juice,
different context.
different result.
Because fiber, protein, and fat slow things down.
So the body handles the sugar more gradually.
which means this is not really a forbidden foods framework.
It's a sequencing framework.
Exactly.
Instead of asking, what do I cut out?
Ask, how do I arrange the meal so my body handles it better?
So, what actually works?
3 simple things.
First, vegetables first.
Eat fiber before the rest of the meal,
It creates a buffer in your gut.
and that can slow the rise in glucose from everything that follows.
Second, walk for 10 minutes after eating.
That one is surprisingly powerful.
Because muscle tissue is one of the body's biggest glucose sinks.
So even a short walk helps your body use that glucose more efficiently.
Third, dessert after the meal.
Not before.
That does not mean you can't have dessert.
It just means timing matters.
Dessert after a balanced meal is usually very different from dessert on an empty stomach.
Big difference.
So when you zoom out, the real lesson is not a food rule. It's a systems lesson.
Exactly. Because most wellness content stops at, do this, don't do that. But rules are not the same as understanding.
Right. You can memorize 10 hacks and still miss the whole movie.
And the movie here is volatility.
That's the word.
Volatility is what breaks systems. Not one moment, not one meal, not one mistake.
It's the repeated swing. The spike, the crash, the rebound, the next spike.
That pattern is what wears you down.
Financial markets know this. They don't collapse because numbers move. They collapse when movement becomes chaotic.
And the body is no different.
The body does not need perfection. It needs predictability,
It needs less drama,
less friction.
less noise.
So the goal is not to become obsessed with sugar.
It's to stop feeding the system chaos.
That's the shift.
Not, what can I never eat again?
But how do I make the whole system easier to live in?
That's a much stronger idea than a list of 10 rules.
Because rules expire.
But a framework travels.
And once you see food that way, everything changes.
You stop chasing perfect meals.
You start building stable ones.
That's the real glucose revolution.
So, to tie it all together, eat your veggies first.
Move your body for a few minutes after you eat.
And save the sweet stuff for context, not an empty stomach.
It's not about restriction. It's about giving your body a steady runway instead of a roller coaster.
Because at the end of the day, stability beats extremes.
Every single time.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. If this gave you a new perspective on food, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your favorite hack, and we'll see you in the next one.